Welcome back to NextGen Biology. Today's quick and colorful lesson is about movement in and out of cells. Let's break it down together. Cells constantly exchange materials like gases, water, and nutrients. This is called transport across the cell membrane. There are three main types of transport in and out of cells. Diffusion is the net movement of particles from high to low concentration down a concentration gradient. Oxygen diffuses from the lungs into the blood. Surface area, temperature, and concentration gradient affect diffusion speed. Osmosis is the diffusion of water through a partially permeable membrane from high to low water potential. So, water moves into root hair cells by osmosis. This process is absolutely vital for plants as it allows them to absorb water from the soil and transport it throughout their tissues. Osmosis, is the net movement of water molecules from a region of higher water potential to a region of lower water potential through a partially permeable membrane. This is how plants take up water, keeping their cells healthy and functioning properly. When a plant cell is placed in pure water, water enters by osmosis. The vacuole expands and the cytoplasm pushes against the cell wall. The cell becomes turgid.
Plants need turgid cells to stay upright.
In animal cells, there's no cell wall, which is quite interesting. When you place these cells in pure water, water enters quickly by osmosis. As a result, the cell swells and, well, it may even burst. This phenomenon is known as cytolysis. Now, when an animal cell finds itself in a solution with low water potential, it loses water by osmosis. This causes the cell to shrink and become flaccid or crenated. So what happens if salt is added? That's a good question. Active transport is quite fascinating. It involves moving particles from a low to a high concentration, and it uses energy from respiration to do so. This process is essential for many cellular functions. Glucose is actively transported in the intestines. Let's compare diffusion, osmosis, and active transport. Uses energy. Diffusion and osmosis do not, but active transport does. Involves water only? Well, only osmosis does. Direction. Diffusion and osmosis move from high to low concentration, while active transport goes from low to high. Uses carrier protein? No, not for diffusion or osmosis, but yes, for active transport. Did you know that single-celled organisms rely only on diffusion to survive?
Why can't large organisms rely only on diffusion?
Because their surface area to volume ratio is too small. All right, let's dive into some questions. What is the movement of water across a membrane called? Think for 5 seconds. And the answer is osmosis. Now, which process requires energy from respiration? Think for 5 seconds. The correct answer is active transport. Finally, in which direction does diffusion occur? Think for 5 seconds. The answer is from high to low concentration. You've just learned about diffusion, osmosis, and active transport. Great job, everyone. If this video helped you, drop a quick comment below. Even a simple thank you means a lot to us. Subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss our next